Imagine this scenario for a moment. A check, not just any check, but a check for $1,200,000, a life-altering sum, sitting right there on a worn-out passenger seat. Just 12 short months ago, that very seat was your bed, your makeshift office, your entire world, the only space you could call your own. This isn't some far-fetched movie plot, and it certainly wasn't pure luck or a stroke of random chance. It's what inevitably happens when you're forced to fight tooth and nail, clawing for every single inch of progress. The journey to that check wasn't about wishing upon a star, it was about understanding and strategically applying leverage. In today's rapidly evolving world, the seemingly impossible distance from rock bottom to the very top can be crossed faster than ever before. But only if you possess the unwavering grit and determination to make it happen. The story you're about to hear doesn't begin with a grand, inspiring dream, but with a raw, primal, desperate need to survive, to simply make it through another day. In the cold, isolating quiet of a car parked in a desolate supermarket lot, the immediate goal wasn't millions or even thousands. It was just making it to tomorrow, finding a way to see another sunrise. We're going to meticulously break down exactly how this incredible transformation happened, step by step. No fluff, no misleading get-rich-quick nonsense, just the cold, hard truth. From a crippling negative net worth to a staggering seven-figure income in a single year. We'll dissect each of the income streams that contributed to this financial turnaround, the brutal, almost obsessive savings habits, the painful sacrifices that had to be made, and the relentless, unwavering focus it demanded every single day. This is the blueprint for achieving the impossible. Proof positive that your current circumstances do not have the power to define your future, unless, of course, you passively allow them to. The sheer scale of the transformation seems utterly impossible and daunting when you directly compare the starting point to the incredible finish. But the real magic, the true secret, isn't hidden within that final impressive number. It's found within the accumulation of daily, almost microscopic steps, the consistent actions taken day in and day out. It's in the conscious decision to learn just one more skill, to acquire one more piece of knowledge, instead of succumbing to the easy allure of sleep. It's in the unwavering discipline to diligently save 90 cents of every single dollar earned, even when comfort and immediate gratification are all you desperately crave. This is the inspiring story of building a sturdy ladder out of absolutely nothing, one painstakingly crafted rung at a time. So if you're truly ready and willing to see exactly how it's done, then let's start together, right at the very bottom, because that's the only place, the only point in time where this incredible story truly begins. And it's also the very same place where your own remarkable story of transformation and triumph could realistically begin too. It started with a key turning, just a click. A sound that promised ignition, a journey, a destination. But this time the engine remained stubbornly silent. No gas. The needle rested accusingly on E, a stark reminder of depleted resources, of plans stalled before they could even begin. No money. Pockets turned inside out revealed nothing but lint and the ghosts of transactions past. The weight of emptiness, both literal and figurative, settled in. Nowhere to go. Stranded. The world stretched out, vast and indifferent, offering no easy path, no helping hand. Just the cold reality of the present moment. Rock bottom wasn't just homelessness. It was more than just a lack of a permanent address. It was being stranded, invisible in a city of millions, a ghost drifting through bustling streets unseen and unheard. The job was gone, a casualty of circumstances, leaving a void where purpose and routine once resided. Savings evaporated, a slow leak turning into a rapid drain, leaving behind only the dregs of what once was. And the car became a cold, immobile shelter, a metal cocoon offering minimal protection from the harsh realities outside. Days were spent in libraries for warmth and Wi-Fi, seeking refuge in knowledge and connection in a world that felt increasingly disconnected. Nights hunting for food samples or leftovers, a desperate search for sustenance, a humbling reminder of basic needs unmet. Hygiene meant public restrooms and a $10 gym membership, just for the showers. A small price for a semblance of normalcy, a desperate attempt to maintain dignity. The emotional toll was heavier than the physical, a crushing weight that threatened to suffocate all hope. Constant anxiety, a relentless companion, gnawing at the edges of sanity. Eroding self-worth, a slow and insidious decay of confidence and belief in oneself, and a loneliness that felt like a weight, a heavy cloak of isolation that separated you from the world. There was a moment, sitting in that dead car, surrounded by the silence of failure. As rain hammered the roof, each drop a percussive reminder of the storm raging both outside and within, when it all became clear, the stark truth cutting through the fog of despair. No one was coming to help. There would be no rescue, no miracle, no easy way out. The only person who could change this was the one in the rearview mirror, the reflection staring back with a mixture of fear and untapped potential. That realization was devastating, a crushing blow to the last vestiges of hope, and liberating, a strange sense of freedom born from the ashes of despair. Despair hardened into resolve, a newfound determination forged in the crucible of hardship. The first flicker of a fire, a spark of hope igniting in the darkness. This would not be the end of the story, but a new beginning, a chance to rewrite the narrative. The next move? What was the first step on this long and arduous journey back? Find a way out, no matter how small, a glimmer of light in the overwhelming darkness. Because when you have nothing to lose. The slate is clean, the possibilities endless. That's when the real work began. The uphill battle against overwhelming odds. Survival became strategy, a calculated game of chess against a formidable opponent, and the first step was finding a signal, a lifeline to the outside world, a way to connect to something bigger, to find resources, to seek help, to rebuild. That's where the spark started, the initial surge of energy that would fuel the long journey ahead. Change began, unexpectedly, with a simple Wi-Fi signal, a connection to the world, available for free. It was found in a public library, a sanctuary of knowledge and opportunity. The initial, desperate goal, find any job no matter what it was. Hundreds of applications were sent out, each one a shot in the dark. But they were met with endless rejections, each one a blow to the spirit. But within the relentless search, something unexpected happened. A new world appeared, shimmering on the horizon. The gig economy, a land of possibility. A simple YouTube tutorial showed, in clear and concise steps, how to make money editing videos for influencers, a skill previously unknown. The thought sparked, I can do that, I can learn this. Library computers provided the tools, free software the means, and countless hours of tutorials became the classroom, a self-taught education. The first gig paid $15 for 4 hours work, a meager sum perhaps, but it was undeniable proof that this could work. A skill could be transformed into money, a direct exchange of value. And best of all, no boss required, no gatekeeper standing in the way. That small win fueled more learning, a hunger for knowledge and improvement. This led to more gigs, each one building on the last, and a fundamental shift from being a desperate job seeker to becoming a confident creator. The library, once just a place of refuge, became a launchpad for something bigger. Every free moment, stolen from sleep and other obligations, was spent mastering new skills: graphic design, the art of visual communication, social media, the language of the internet, and copywriting, the power of persuasive words. The internet was no longer just a source of job listings, but a treasure trove of knowledge and opportunity, and the initial desperation slowly transformed into a burning ambition. The turning point wasn't a single dramatic event, a sudden stroke of luck, but a subtle yet profound mindset shift, from feeling like a victim of circumstance to becoming a proactive creator of their own destiny. The first dollar earned, that small victory, was the first crack of light in what had seemed like a hopelessly dark tunnel. The focus shifted subtly but decisively. Stop begging for a job, chasing after elusive opportunities, and instead, start building your own future, brick by brick. The long and challenging journey out of the darkness had finally begun, and it was just getting started, the dawn of a new beginning. The strategy: build multiple income streams fast. First, video editing. Freelance sites, low pay, but each job built the portfolio and rates. Second, flipping. Thrift stores, garage sales, reselling finds online. The car became a warehouse. Third, gig work. Food delivery, task apps, anything for quick cash, often on a secondhand bike. Fourth, content creation. Documenting the hustle with faceless videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. No expectation of fame, just a low-effort, high-upside bet. All fueled by radical savings, living on less than $5 a day. Every dollar not needed for survival was saved or reinvested. It was pure sacrifice. The web of small inflows became a safety net. Each stream was a lifeline. Together they formed a foundation. No excuses, just relentless action. The hustle was real, and it was working. The next breakthrough was closer than it seemed. The breakthrough didn't feel like lightning, just the grind finally paying off. 4 months in, a video editing client offered a $500/week retainer. Stability at last. That same week, a $50 thrifted synthesizer sold for $850 online. The week's total earnings broke four figures for the first time. It was more than money. It was validation. The four streams were flowing together. The first major purchase, a deposit for a small rented room, four walls, a real bed, a door that locked. Getting off the street changed everything. No more hunting for Wi-Fi or working from a car seat. Stability brought focus, survival mode faded, ambition took over. The work ethic sharpened. The first big win wasn't the finish line, it was the starting block. The goal shifted from surviving to thriving. The foundation was set. Now it was time to build higher. The next phase, scale up, go big. The real explosion was coming. The real explosion came from the fourth income stream: content creation. A 30-second video of thrifted sneakers went viral, 100,000 views, then 1 million, then 10 million. The audience wanted to learn how it was done. The answer package, the knowledge. The Reseller's Playbook, a digital guide and video course, was created in 3 weeks. Launched with a single post, it sold over 1,000 copies on day one. The income from that day surpassed the previous month's total. Profits were reinvested into ads, driving more sales and more traffic. The system scaled itself. Passive income from the course quickly dwarfed active freelancing. This was leverage: create once, sell forever. The hustle became a business, the flywheel was spinning. The digital product was the game changer. The next step: scale and systematize. The business was about to level up. Passive income marked the shift from hustle to enterprise. First, buy back time. Quit food delivery, hire a virtual assistant for customer service, bring on a junior editor. Delegation was key to scaling. With more time, a second course launched. The Freelance Accelerator, another hit. Leveraging the trust built from the first product. The business became about empowering others, not just personal hustle. Profits were invested in index funds, ETFs, and a duplex for house hacking. The goal: financial independence, not just fast cash. In under a year, the pieces came together. Digital products, investments, and the sale of the flipping business pushed net worth over $1.2 million. It wasn't luck. It was thousands of disciplined decisions. The system worked. The blueprint was proven. The biggest lesson wasn't about money, it was about mindset. Rock bottom forces a choice: let it crush you or use it as a foundation. Desperation became fuel for focus and drive. Leverage was everything. Decoupling income from time. Digital products and investments built true freedom. Radical frugality was the launchpad, living on almost nothing to save and invest. Every dollar not spent was a soldier for financial freedom. Invisibility became a superpower. Focus on value, not personality. You don't need to be a celebrity to build a massive audience. Solve problems, show the way, and build trust. The most valuable brand is built on authenticity and results. That's the real secret. This story isn't for admiration, it's for replication. The tools are available to anyone with internet access: libraries, free software, online learning, freelance sites, social media. The barrier to entry has never been lower. The blueprint: learn high-value skills, build multiple income streams, practice, discipline, leverage technology. Your rock bottom might look different, but the principle is the same. Change starts when the pain of staying the same outweighs the pain of changing. Don't wait for the perfect plan, start with one small step. Learn a skill, make a dollar, build momentum. Forget the $1 million finish line, obsess over the process. Celebrate small wins: your first client, first sale, first 100 saved. There will be setbacks and doubt, but consistency beats intensity. What's your first step? What skill can you learn for free today? The path from 0 to 1 is the hardest and the most important. Stop watching stories. Start creating your own. The world rewards doers, not dreamers. The blueprint is in your hands. Now go build. Subscribe to the Money Map for real stories, faceless income, and digital hustles every week.